graduated from high school, I was pretty adamant that I was not going to go into teaching. I had some teachers in the family, and I thought teaching was a great field, but I planned to go into accounting. I took a lot of the business classes my first year at SC4, and when I transferred to Central Michigan University, I started thinking about coaching and working with young people. I had the opportunity to work with the Marysville Recreation Department quite a bit, and Mr. Hornbacher was the rec director back then. He kept me busy with a lot of the youth sports activities, and I found out I really enjoyed working with young people. So I decided that maybe I could combine my two interests, which was accounting or the business field and education. So I got my bachelor's degree in business education, and I'm really glad that I did. It was a great opportunity to combine two things that I enjoyed. I think the thing that inspires me the most is that every day is a new adventure. Our students grow each day. They make great progress. Some days they have little setbacks, but it's a lot of fun to see that growth, see them accomplish things. I think it's so important to learn not just the content that we teach in our classes, but life skills, time management and leadership skills, and problem solving and technology skills, all the things that people need to be successful in their world. So those are the things that inspire me the most. My students every day get me fired up to come in and try to do a good job. I think a couple of the influences early on, of course, were my parents. It was never specifically said that you're going to college, but there was a great expectation for my sister and I. And from that point on, as a high school student, Coach Paul Jackson was a big influence, Coach Hauk, Coach Braun were just a few. Then as I continued through Central Michigan University, did my student teaching, I came back and had an opportunity to teach at Marysville High School, and I've found so many great role models. Mr. Quinlan and Mr. Schmarl were great established coaches, and I had an opportunity to work with them. I had Coach Allen and Mr. Piskarich and Mr. Wildermuth, and there was just a tremendous number of people that took me under their wing and showed me and taught me how to be a good teacher. Miss Fedra and Mrs. Arno, or Mrs. Lamazny at the time, they were instrumental in showing me the right way to work with kids and handle kids. I've been very, very fortunate. I had a principal in Mr. Haddon that was a great inspiration to try new things and innovate. He was always fun to work with, and you wanted to do well for him as well. So there were so many, it's hard to name them all, and I hate to leave any of them out. One of the biggest parts of my job that I love is being able to stay in contact with some of our students as they continue on to college and then in the rest of their life. We have such a great community, and we have a lot of kids that I've had in class, and now they're back in the community and they've started their family. I have some of their kids in class. There's something really neat about the Marysville community. People that just love and respect education. They want something better for their students or their own children. I think there is a community spirit that we all want all of our young people to do well. And I just think that is such a neat atmosphere. I think our students are so fortunate that this community supports education and Marysville Public Schools. So for me, the opportunity to come back and teach here and be part of this organization was a real special treat. I think every new teacher has some challenges. You learn as you get more experience, and learning how to handle students, discipline when needed, when to push and when to pull back. I set very high expectations for my students. I expect them to do great things, and more times than not, they certainly do that.